I feel like vlogging on this Sunday night. This is Taxi Vlog 69. You might see this only a week from now, but I'm going to do it now because I feel like doing it now. And the sun's shining brightly and I'm full of energy and I'm feeling really well. So here we are, Taxi Vlog 69. You know, customers can be strange at times. They can be, especially when they're drunk. Do you ever find yourself in a position where you're the only sober person there? And the drunk people around you are so full of themselves. They think they're a lot more witty, and they think they're a lot more interesting, and they just think that they're behaving a lot better than they really are. Ever get that? Happens to me all the time. Well, last night, which was Saturday night, it was going pretty smooth. Most customers were well behaved and they were in a good mood, and it was one right after another, and I was banging off long fares and I was having a very, very good night. It was wonderful. At one point, I guess around 11 or so, I got sent to this address, and there were these 4 gorgeous young blonde girls. They were just lovely. But of course their attitudes and mannerisms were the opposite. You know, they're the kind that they're beautiful and know it. Well, of course they got in the car and they started yakking and gacking and making all kinds of noise and wanting to play a really horrible radio station that I can't stand. The shit that kids listen to today, I really don't know. Is society really dumbing down or what? But anyway, these kids wanted to hear the radio, but even though the radio was on, they were even louder than before. And through all this rhubarb that was going on in the back seat, there was the girl next to me who was saying that, here, I'm trying to concentrate on the road, and she's saying, you know, as a cab driver, you should develop a sense of humor. You should talk to Sean, you know, the blonde guy, he works with you guys. You know, you should talk to him because he's really cool and really knows what to say, and he's got this sense of humor that you badly need. And I'm saying, girl, are you trying to tell me how to do my job? She must have been 19, maybe 20. She still had some acne on her face that she was trying to cover up with makeup. I could see through it, of course. But she had nice legs. Anyway, I'm distracted, okay? So anyway, I say after 17 years, you'd think I'd have a handle on it. Anyway, I tried to remain calm and tried to not, you know, that kind of shut her up. I mean, she must have been still pooping her diapers when I was starting to drive cab. So, just learning how to walk. So I kept on going and just saying, you know, imagine this, loud people, drunk people in your car all night. And I'm about, you know, 5 or 6 hours into it right now. I'm getting a little tired of hearing it. Anyway, when we got to our destination, one of the girls in the back paid me, and the one in the front made a point to come by my window, which was open, and say, "You're a good cabbie." Shit, I must have done something right. I must have learned something in the last 17 years. And there are other customers, you know. I had another gang of drunks. Oh, green light. Had another green gang of drunks. They were young, you know, early 20s, whatever. They got in and they were talking about all kinds of shit that I've heard before. Who's sleeping with who's going to get laid, whatever their concerns are. And they say, well, you must get some really interesting conversations going on in here. And I say, yeah, sometimes, but you know, after about the first 10 years, you've heard it all. I've heard this one before, too. Oh, really? Well, what's the weirdest thing that ever happened? And I say, well, naturally, we don't have time because we're almost at our destination. But I say, you know, it takes a lot to faze me these days. Because I've been doing this so long, and you know, after the first 10 years, the novelty wears off, and it's just a job. You go to work day in and day out, and you do it. You do your job, and you do it to the best of your ability if you can. If you still have some ability after you've been ground down by the masses all night. Well, going on from there, towards the end of the night, I had this long fare that went out of town, and there were 4 of them, and they were quite drunk, and one of them figured it would take $50 to get them there, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, well, about 25, you know. So the guy in the front doesn't hesitate. You know, they're trying to taunt me, they're trying to get a reaction out of me. They're saying all kinds of things about cab drivers, and the last cab driver we had was in a good mood, and fuck man, I'm tired, I'm ready to crash right now. But I'm not saying anything. You know, I'm busy. I've been working all night. I'm tired, so I don't even crack a smile. I don't say much either. I just humor them and let them go. And some of them, they try to egg me on even more. And one of them saying, "Oh, you must be your name must be Gus. You're Grumpy Gus." Well, that doesn't say anything to me. Ironically, my dad's name was Gus. Yeah. So one was calling me grumpy, the other one was calling me something else, and the guy in front was trying to get a reaction out of me about, you know, people having sex in the back seat and all that, and I'm going, yeah, so what? Shit happens, it happens, you know, as long as they don't make a mess and they don't distract me too much, I don't really mind. But people don't have sex that often. It's happened maybe once or twice in 17 years, good gosh. But, you know, these people think it happens every day. And on and on. Well, he gave me $40 when the meter was at about 12. And, of course, we got to our destination, and I started talking to them at, you know, within the last couple blocks, we were almost there. And, I forget what I said and I forget what they said to get me to say something, but I didn't smile, I didn't grin. You know, my face was expressionless. I was stone like a statue, you know. Here I am driving around the block. What the fuck is this? But anyway, I knew where their street was, so the guy was telling me, you turn right here, you turn left there, you turn right here. But as soon as he mentioned that he lives on Phelps, I knew where it was. So I took him, you know, to the little cul-de-sacs to where he was going, and yeah, it's up the windy driveway, and you'll have trouble turning around up there. I said, don't worry about it, you know. I'm like a bush pilot. When you tell the bush pilot you can't land there, he's going to try his hardest and succeed. So we did that. I got him where he was going. I had the $40 in my hand. It was 25. And he says, oh man, we were just razzing you. Don't worry about it, okay? I say, oh, no hard feelings. He says, oh, you're the best cabbie we ever had. And the girl in the back apologized to me too. I say, de nada. It's no big deal. I should be accustomed to this and have a thick skin by now. 17 years. Has it been that long already? Well, here I am in my favorite spot. I think I'm going to open up my computer and take a look at some videos that I want to catch up on. Taxi Vlog 69. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Fat quick. Fat quick. Fat quick. Fat quick. Fat quick. Fat quick.